We are getting ready to go on a 8-day cruise on Carnival Mardi Gras, and I figured I'd jump on and just show you a little bit of what we pack. I will insert a packing list so you can see everything we take. So first up is clothing. So I typically wear a theme shirt on boarding day. Since this is the first time going on Carnival Mardi Gras, I did make a Carnival Mardi Gras t-shirt to wear. And I typically will pack a couple just t-shirts to have around while on the ship. I am typically a person that is always cold, so I do have a sweatshirt. On formal night, I will wear a dress, so I do pack 2 dresses. If it's a 7-day cruise, then I will just pack 1 dress. Here is one dress that I wear. It's long, and then I wear this just plain simple black dress. Casual nights, I will typically wear either a pair of slacks or I will wear jeans, something similar to what I have on today with a blouse, and then just a pair of jeans, and then I'll wear some sandals. And then my swimwear, I take usually 2 or 3 swimsuits depending on the length, and then a couple of cover-ups. Now James typically likes to wear really cute, funny dress shirts to dinner. So these are a couple of his shirts. He's a big fan of Minions and his Finding Nemo. He'll have a Mickey shirt. He'll have a Garfield shirt that he usually will wear. He does wear white shirts under those, so we pack a few of those. And he likes to wear Columbia breathable, thin, lightweight shirts on port days and on boarding day. So we pack a few of those. And then he will also pack a few t-shirts. He wears some older t-shirts that he has for like the gym or bumming around. And then some of his nicer shirts that we've picked up on cruises, he'll wear on casual nights to dinner, and then if we're going to watch a show or something like that. He wears a golf type slack pants for formal dinner nights, and then he wears a thin, lightweight cargo short on casual nights to dinner, and then around the ship. So the compression bags, I have 2 different styles that I use. One is a open all the way front, so it's something like this. And it opens all the way, so I'm able to lay everything in here and then zip it up and then compress it. And then the other type of bag, compression bag that I use is more of a half open type. I lay everything down and then I kind of just have to shove everything in there and then zip it and then use the compression. The other type of bag that I use is a clear, kind of like almost like a Ziploc bag. It's clear. This is a small size, so this is a size that will fit into a carry-on size suitcase. So I will pack this, and then I will use this little machine here to suction the air out, and so it really does compress it, and I can get a lot more clothes in it. Now typically when I am packing in these type of bags, I will put a mixture of our clothes in both bags. So for example, James will carry a suitcase and I'll carry a suitcase. In case one of our suitcases gets lost or misplaced somewhere, we both will have some clothes in each of our suitcases of each other's. So I do that just to ensure that we have clothes in both suitcases in case we have one misplaced. The other type of bags that I typically will carry with me are just some plastic bags that I've collected along the way, and that is just to help with keeping certain types of clothes separate from each other. A shoe holder. So I hang this on the back of the door or the inside of the bathroom door. It will hold all kinds of stuff. So it's not just bathroom stuff. So like the sunblock will go in here, our chair, towel holders will go in here. Anything that I need to store somewhere that I need easy access to, it will go into this shoe holder. So typically I will have a clothes hamper. This is a tall one of the tall ones, and I will place it in the closet because typically the closet is right there by the bathroom door. The short rectangle hamper as well, in case I need to use this under the countertop there outside. So the shower caddy will hold all of our stuff for all 4 of us. I have picked up some heavy duty magnet hooks that will hold 100 pounds vertical pulling force, and then I bought this clothes hanging line. So I'm gonna give this a try and see if this will hold more than the typical clothesline in the shower. Mardi Gras has 2 shelving units in right there on when you walk in by the mirror and the countertop. So I am going to see if these little cubbies will work on those shelving units. Or my rectangle type cubby. And this is something that I've used in the past on the shelving in the closet. I will put one of our loose clothing items, and I'll put them in here, and then all they have to do is pull this off of the shelf and they can get their items and then put it back in. Since there's a very limited number of drawers and there's 4 of us, these do come in handy. Another thing that I pack is a laundry bag. Like I said earlier, James and I do get free laundry on the cruise, but I do like to bring a few things in case I need to do something in the room. I do bring a lint brush, and then I do pack some active wear clothing that can't be washed in a wash machine. It has to be washed in a delicate setting. So this is my delicate wash for those items. And then I do have a Ziploc bag of sink Tide laundry soap. And then I do have some shout out wipes for stain. And then I do have a stain remover here as well that I can spray and let clothing sit. And then I do have a wrinkle releaser. So that's just all in my laundry bag. So I know where it is. So that little cubby that I showed you earlier, this would be one of those bags I would put in that cubby. So this would not take up a drawer or a space on the shelving in the closet. Next thing I have is my first aid kit. So I typically will restock this the first of the year. Make sure all of the medication that's in here is all good and not expired. Here I have gloves, mask, any type of pill for tummy ache, flu-like symptoms, allergy symptoms, sinus symptoms, anything along that line. My daughter is prone to ear infections, so I do have her prescribed eardrops in here. I do have a liquid Band-Aid. I do have regular Band-Aids. I have Dramamine. I have fingernail clippers, Band-Aids. I have alcohol wipes. I have gas relief, Kleenexes. So that is what is in my first aid kit. Another thing that I carry with us on cruises is just a little cruise bag. In the cruise bag, it has sticky notes, a notepad, pen, highlighter, pencil, some batteries of some of the items that we use. Just in case I forgot to grab some. If we decide to play bingo, I have some jaw clips. Another thing that I carry with us is our electrical bag. So this is usually going to be in my carry-on backpack. So that way I have this with us. Inside here is mine and James's phone chargers, our watch chargers, and then I have a couple extras for the kids. Then I have a couple of blocks, and then I have a battery pack charging that has built-in cables with it. So that is what is in the bag. I do carry a power strip. It is not a surge protector because you're not allowed to have those on the ship, but this one is really good because I can make the cord however long I need it to be, and then this sits flat on the counter and it's not flipped or turned. So this one I really like. I do have some USB connections here, and then I have 4 plugs here. So that is helpful, and like I said, I can pull this out and then I just push it back in, turn it to go back in, and it's secure. This also goes in my backpack that I carry on the boat, so that way I have this no matter what happens. So this is my backpack that I carry on. Once we get to the terminal, we typically will drop our bags off when we go to park in the parking garage, and then we'll get our bags later that evening. So in my backpack, I do carry some things just in case my suitcase is late getting to the room and I need those items. So one of the very first things that I have, and I typically will, once we lock the car and put the keys up, I will make sure the only thing I have in my hand is our passports and boarding passes ready. So as soon as we get to the terminal, I will give everyone their passport book with their boarding passes in it. Everything is folded the way Carnival wants to see it. So the boarding pass, our information is at the front, and then they can do the stamp and write on it. So I have that right there in the front pocket. Another thing that I have in the front pocket is our lanyards for our cell card. Carnival now puts the cell card at your door, at your room, in your mailbox. Sometimes it's there when we get there, but depending on what time we get on the boat, it may be there later in the day. So I go ahead and have those so that way they're not stuck in the luggage, and the next thing you know, I have my cell card and I don't have a lanyard. Another thing that I put in my bag is my cup. I do like to have a cup with me, so I do carry it. And then I do have a few of my straws. So I do carry my itinerary planning book, cruise book, whatever you would like to call it. In here is our itinerary. It has all of my excursion information. It has an extra boarding pass. It also has anything that I bought before the cruise, so that way I can track that it's delivered. So that goes in my bag. Then I also have a special first aid kit. And I say it's a first aid kit, it's not really a first aid, it's kind of like a cleaning kit. So when we get to the room, no one will go in the room before I clean it. All of the luggage will stay out, everything stays out in the hallway until I clean the room. And typically James will go around and make sure with the light that everything is good, there's no bed bugs and those kind of things. I have a pair of scissors so I can cut open the wipes to wipe the room down. I do have gloves in there because these will tend to break your hands out. And then I do have some Lysol. So I'll go around, wipe everything down, and then once that's dry, I'll go around and spray all of those touch items as well, just to ensure I got everything wiped down. So that is in this bag, and this bag is in my backpack that I carry on the boat. Something else in my bag is our noise maker. So James and I have to have a sound of a fan at nighttime, and I don't want to take a chance of it being in a suitcase and not getting the suitcase for before bed. So I go ahead and just carry it. It's thin, it doesn't take any space. And then I carry my medicine. This is my medicine for the week, so I go ahead and just put this in my bag since my bag is going to be with me on my person. And I don't have to worry about it getting lost. So that is what is in my carry-on. I do have my sandals that I put in here because I typically will go into the terminal with tennis shoes on. So another item that I do carry in my bag is my toiletry bag. This has my face wipes in it. It does have my ear swabs, some teeth care, and then it has my razor, fingernail clippers, fingernail filer. It has some eye drops, ponytails, and then it also has my brushes and then deodorant and those kind of things. We will typically carry small travel deodorant, that way we can just throw it away when we're done with it at the end of the trip. And the good thing about this travel bag is I can hang this behind the shoe organizer that goes on the bathroom door. So I just hang this up behind that, in between the door and the shoe hanger, and it's out of the way and it's not taking up any room. Now let's get into some of the fun stuff. Let's talk about my pool or port bag that I will carry. So depending on what kind of activity we're gonna do off port will determine what type of bag I carry. So I'll either carry my carry-on backpack, or James will carry his backpack, or I will carry my beach bag. So in this case, we are going to Grand Turk, Amber Cove, Puerto Rico, and there's one other one we're going to. And so some of the activities, we're gonna go to the beach, and some we're gonna do the pool, and some we're just gonna explore the area. So as far as Grand Turk, and Amber Cove, I am going to carry my beach bag. This is easy to get sand out of, and it also provides multiple things. So just to kind of show you what I carry in my beach bag. So this is pretty much going to be consistent for the pool on the boat, if I'm going to the beach, or if I'm going to a pool at the port. So I will carry my little lunch bag. I do have a couple freezer bags that I will bring with me. I put them in the fridge. Now the fridge on the boat does not have a freezer compartment, but if you stick it pretty close to the top, they do get really cold, and they'll keep my water cold for at least half of the day. Another thing that I have in my bag is a waterproof bag. Now, what I usually do is I carry all of my sunblocks and things like that in here, so it doesn't get on anything. I do have a Ziploc bag inside of this, so that way if I did bring a pair of change of clothes and I want to put my swimsuit in here, I can take that sunblock out and put it in a Ziploc bag, and then put my wet clothes in here. I carry a lightweight, I guess a microfiber towel instead of the Carnival heavy bulky towels off the port. So I do carry this. If we're going to the pool, this is a nice one on the ship pool, just to have on the chair, unless I go to the towel hut and get a couple extra towels that way. I do carry our blow-up pillows if we are going to the pool on the ship. If we are going off port, then I do not carry these. I have these wonderful towel holders for your chair. They're, I guess you call them towel bands. So this is kind of what they look like. And they just go around the top, and then they hold it. The one thing I like about these is it has this little zipper pocket, so you can put something here. If you're off the ship and you want to kind of hide something, this is great because people don't realize that is there. I do carry a towel clip, and this is just so I can use it for multiple things. So I'm not a beach person, I'm more of a pool person. So I will typically take this if we are going to the beach, and I will fill this up, and that way I don't have to get all the sand on me, and that way I'm not getting extremely hot. And then I have this tray that I will put in the bag, and it will act as a table because most places that you go to, they don't have a table. And even cruise ships are getting more limited to find tables in between chairs. So this will snap into the grooves in the bag, and I will have somewhat of a table. And I do carry my Carnival fanny pack. This is a new gift that they are giving out. And in this one I will put our lanyards, and then I will carry some Motrin and Dramamine, and then some hand sanitizers in here. Just showing you everything unpacked from the suitcase and laying on the bed. So we were successful. Everything we had on our packing list did fit in the 2 suitcases. That finishes our packing video. Thank you so much for watching.